Oh, hey guys, what's going on? It's In the Gym with Team MassiveJoes. Whoa. Train some...
What the
baby. At Anytime Fitness at Blackwood. I have no idea where there's a line on the blackboard.
Jesus.
Did you just growl?
I think he just growled.
Lines do. They roar.
Roars.
Trainers, I'm back with boss Josh. Special comments with my brothers in I and the Big Swole Bear.
Don't ever be a line
Why
again.
is he using
And
lifting?
Big Knee
Why is he
Boss.
wearing lifting straps on an assisted chin-up machine?
Does his husband do
Hold on.
chin-ups?
Hold on. They're not lifting straps. They're Team MassiveJoes lifting grips. So don't just, you know.
I think he's hanging his handbag off his back and you can see his tampon fall out of his pocket.
Oh,
For
goodness.
sake.
Trainers, I'm back with boss Josh.
Not even Asher would do that, mate.
At Anytime Fitness Blackwood.
Can we just hold up? The
aka
intensity of this exercise is getting too much for me.
Oh, for fuck's
I
sake.
can't believe he hasn't broken into a sweat yet.
It's gonna be like this, is it?
When you do that sort of shit to start off, mate, like, come on.
Starting this workout off with neutral grip assisted pull-ups.
With your tampon in.
Adds an extra 300 grams.
Do you guys,
He has a heavy flow at the moment.
do you guys have like anything constructive to say at all?
Yes, one thing instructive, take the fucking lifting straps off, mate. You don't need it when you've got half the stack on there. Come on.
Yeah, but when you see the rest of this workout, you'll understand
Oh,
why the
what
forearms...
are you saving them for later? It's
the
not a bank
forearms-
account, mate.
The forearms needed to be saved.
Oh, please.
Started this workout off with neutral grip assisted chin-ups or assisted pull-ups. 5 working sets, Team MassiveJoes extended hypertrophy. You're checking here, Boss Josh's 4th working set with the rest pause, of course.
Did you work up to any like body weight chin-ups, or that was it? It was just, it's mostly assisted.
No, it was assisted. It was
Yep.
assisted. But the reps were clean though. So we're really
Yep.
kind of focusing on, you know, squeezing at the top of each and every rep, a nice slow negative, a slow slow eccentric,
Yep.
and a powerful concentric. So that's why we tend to do those assisted. Of course, you can do chin-ups unassisted with body weight or even weighted if you want. But let's be honest, your form does fall to shit.
Well, it depends on your power to weight ratio, man. That's what it's all about.
That's true. Well,
You know?
my power weight ratio is shit. So
Yep.
is Boss Josh's.
Yeah. Yeah.
Moved on to exercise number 2, another neutral grip exercise. We moved into neutral grip hammer strength pin loaded machine rows, hit another 5 working sets, and then straight into exercise number 3, Big Swole. You're gonna like this one,
I
baby.
love this exercise.
You're gonna love this one. Underhand grip or supinated grip.
You doing 21s with this, bitch?
Yes.
Ooh, I tell you, Big Nevy gave me a tip the other week, which he stole off the rock.
Yeah.
And you use the easy bar
Yeah.
to do these, and it's great.
Bit less stress on the
Less
wrists.
stress on the wrists. It's awesome, and it's the only way I do them now, especially with this particular bar here.
Yeah.
It's not quite wide enough for you to go like, you know, your hands can't be out quite wide enough.
Wider
As you
than
can see,
shoulder
Josh,
width, yeah.
that's a perfect angle there. He isn't actually wider than shoulder width.
But you know what's very strange is since I've given you that tip, is the bar at the particular gym I train at,
Yeah.
that bar's gone missing.
Really?
Bullshit. Someone stole it?
Someone's yanked
That's
it.
just rude.
Yanked it for gains.
Who does that?
Anyway, we did these 21 styles.
These are pretty cool.
7 bottom half reps, 7 top half reps, 7 full range reps. We hit ourselves 5
I would
working
have just
sets.
if I'm going to be particular, I would
Yeah.
have said Blake's pulling a little bit too low on those. No, it's when the forearms come around into it, you're pulling too low.
See, I'm a big fan whenever you're doing those 21 style, the three stage reps, is to pull a little bit lower than you normally would, purposely.
It's all about where you drive your elbows, but as soon as your forearms come around to being horizontal like they were, I think a little bit low. Anyway,
Then
let's
we
move
moved
on.
on to exercise number 4. We're going overhand grip, barbell rows, baby.
I noticed you put the 15s on to make it look bigger.
Yeah. All for camera.
Oh,
All
mate.
for
Do
camera.
you do the
man.
curls with those two?
Got to use the bigger weight.
Yeah,
plate.
of course.
Hit
Standard.
ourselves 5 working sets. As here, viewers at home, another Team MassiveJoes extended hypertrophy exercise, and then it was straight into exercise number 5. We're flying through this
Yeah,
back
this is
workout.
was this a quick workout, or you just didn't film too much, or?
Who the knows, man?
Yeah,
We're squeezing
good.
a lot. Very efficient. I go so far as to say very efficient. And this is.
Oh, you're
one
going
of
back
my-
to front.
Yeah.
Ooh,
This is one of
this
this
is-
is one of my favorite back exercises. It's 20 reps split into 4 mini sets of 5. So the
five,
first,
5, 5, 5.
Exactly. So the first 5 are behind the neck. The next 5 are in front. Then you go back for another 5 behind, and then the final 5 are
This
in
is cool.
front.
This is cool
Yeah,
because you're doing it
delicious.
like pulling back to front like this, especially because you can see the angles. It does change the
Yep.
dynamic of the exercise a lot.
Yes.
Pulling behind the neck, you're going to activate a lot more of your rhomboids through your back, and then obviously
Yes.
pulling to the front, you're going to hit a little bit more of your lats. So
Exactly.
very, very cool.
Over the years, I've been not a fan of behind the neck stuff, but
Yeah.
in the last sort of 12 months,
I think it grows on you.
Yeah.
It grows on you if your
Including-
flexibility improves.
including behind the neck presses,
yeah.
with
It's-
obviously a lighter weight.
Yeah.
I don't want to go too far in this, but Mike Rashid the other night. Did you see the other night when Mike Rashid was doing the behind the neck presses with 120 kgs on?
What?
No,
It was disgusting.
I didn't.
That's mad.
Then we
what do
moved
you-
on to exercise number 6. Now, this is one of my personal variations
You
of
know
a
there's-
seated cable row.
Mate, you know there's things you can put your feet on there?
Yeah. So I'm doing a foot support amnesty at the moment. Because what I've found, Big Swole, is as soon as you take your feet off the supports and put them flat on the ground, it allows you to rotate your torso forward a little bit, which means that you can't use momentum. So you can't swing. So it's all back, and it's all middle back, to be exact.
You can still rotate forward with your feet up.
True, but the temptation's there to start swinging when your back starts to fail.
Oh no, you got to get this thing that's called mind muscle connection,
No,
mate.
but even still, man, with this, if you put your feet flat on it's impossible you can't swing.
No, it's true.
Because you've got nowhere to kind of mount that swing from. So I recommend you guys try it, man. In any type of rowing movement, put your feet flat on the floor and see how much more back it stimulates.
Look, I'll take it under advisement. I
Yep.
probably won't do it.
You definitely can't go as heavy.
No,
So
no,
it
definitely
definitely
not.
it crushes your ego.
Yeah.
But
I'm all about the
great.
ego.
And then we moved on to these the BBC.
What the is
Well,
that?
The BBC rope. For
Your
obvious
sister's
reasons.
worked a bit of blood into it.
Yeah. into the knob.
The final exercise for this back workout, of course, it had to be standing BBC rope cable pullovers just to finish off the
This
lats.
rope's perfect. I see that that Josh here is grabbing the knob.
Yes.
Which he likes to grab the knob
Yes,
a lot.
correct, the nuts.
I prefer not to touch the nuts when I do this exercise.
I
But it's each their own.
think, no, it's different. We've spoken about this with triceps before. We're doing tricep pushdowns. We recommend not grabbing the nuts, grabbing halfway up the shaft. But I think with this, you can actually grab the nuts.
It doesn't make a huge difference.
It doesn't make a big difference at all because you're still, if your form's on point, you're still initiating the movement from the lats and
Well,
completing the
you
movement with the
should be
lats.
initiating this movement with your elbows.
Yeah,
The
well,
forearm shouldn't even come into it.
That's correct.
And it's a good, obviously pulling wider than your body there too to make sure you're hitting those
And
lats.
look-
He
oh,
f***ing
look at
did
it.
not. Oh my God.
Look at the fucking V-taper on him though. Give credit where credit's due. It's impressive.
Yeah, but mate.
The kid's made some gains. He has. Look at you, you're speechless.
Oh,
You're actually impressed.
Wankers who flex in the gym just piss me off.
I've never heard you speechless before.
No,
The two things I want to know, the one thing I want to say,
Yeah.
if when you go back and watch all of Joe's sets,
Yes.
is he's getting a lot of stretch at the top of every movement.
Correct.
Full range of movement,
Which
mate.
is, I've seen and I've noticed a lot of people lately are not getting enough stretch. So at the top there, Joe, you are. I'm talking
Yes.
about yourself.
Yeah, that's all good.
But Joe is stretching all the way up, and if you go
Yep.
back and watch his seated supported row, and also where his feet were down on the seated row, he's getting the stretch right through the lats on the bottom portion of the movement, which is going to increase and engage more latissimus.
Well, it
dorsal
all
You
and
have to
onwards.
let the muscle move to the angles that it wants
Yeah.
to move to. It wants to do that full range of motion. People, when you're doing the
Exactly.
little half reps and shit, you're not going to do anything.
It all comes down to
You see
full-
too many
full
people
range of
stacking
motion.
it up and doing little top half reps,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
and they're not bringing it through that full
You
stretch.
sort of ask, what is the point of you going to the gym if you're not going to do the exercise properly?
All comes down to full range of motion,
Yep.
guys. And while you're doing full range of motion, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're watching this on the mobile, don't forget to turn your post notifications on so you don't miss a beat when it comes to the MassiveJoes YouTube channel. Where are we coming to and from?
MassiveJoes.com.
Stay